Hi, Solel friends. This week with the elections going on, I've been thinking a lot about Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav and probably one of his most famous quotes. It's often translated this way: a person walks in life on a very narrow bridge. The most important thing is not to be afraid. But I've heard it said that a more correct translation would be when a person must cross a narrow bridge, the most important and essential thing is that they not be overcome by fear. So two important changes there. One, we're not always on a narrow bridge. Life is often fine, but there are those precarious times when we feel more concerned. And then our job is to try not to be overcome by fear. It's not that we can have no fear. I don't think we can just make it disappear, but to try to work on limiting it. So in this challenging time, I just invite us to think about that, to notice where we are, where our heart is, where our anxiety might be, and to try to encourage ourselves to know we will continue on this walk, and whatever happens with all these elections, we will continue, and we'll continue to try to do good.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate those words, Rabbi Steele, and actually feel right now that for me, and maybe for you as well, I need to wrap myself in a talit, and to do so, bringing the wisdom of our tradition that is both Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav, and I have been thinking a lot about the Psalms this week, in particular, Psalm 1. And I just want to share a little bit of that with you with my own interpretation. Happy, blessed, content is the person who is grounded in words of Torah, one that delights in the sacred words of Jewish teaching and prayers, wisdom literature of the world. This is good advice for us to do every day. It gives us stability and hope, and all the more so in uncertain times on a narrow bridge. Whatever you may be carrying right now, you are not alone. Your community is holding you. And then the psalm goes on to say that if you, as I take some translation liberty, if you focus on words that open your heart, invite you to be more expansive with others, then you'll be like a tree planted beside streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, whose foliage never fades and whose fruit always flourishes. Our tradition adds an essential dimension that this wisdom offers, that it must be connected to action. We receive these words and then we act in a way that brings to life words of kindness, compassion, and love. How we can build a world of chesed, of love, and we do so this Shabbat, I pray, with deep breaths. We will get through this, yes, in all of our differences, together.
Olam chesed yibane, yelalai, lalai, lalai. Olam chesed yibane, yelalai, lalai, lalai. Olam chesed yibane. Olam chesed yibane, olam chesed yibane, עולם חסד ייבנה
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.